There are so many lead generation strategies out there today, and as real estate agents, we should be proficient in all of them. But which one do we choose and where do we begin? So what I'd like to do in today's video is to walk you through the pros and cons of each one of these lead generation strategies and see which one might be the best fit for you. And also to talk about the benefits and the drawbacks of each one before you put any time, effort, or money into these strategies. So let's get started. Hey guys, it's me, Jacob SHIREMAN, and welcome to our channel. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, go ahead and give it a click, give us a thumbs up and show us some love, and hit that notification bell so you're notified of each time a video is released. So let's go ahead and dive into today's hot topic, which is lead generation. Realtors love to talk about lead generation strategies. They spend thousands of dollars a month because this is the lifeline of their business. And for me, lead generation can be broken down into two categories. You have your traditional lead generation, which is your old school methods or offline. And then you have your modern lead generation strategies, which would be your online methods. So let's go ahead and start with the traditional lead generation strategies. And first up would be door knocking. The objective to door knocking is to start a conversation and to get contact information. So basically you would go door to door and let them know about the homes that sold in their neighborhood, about how the prices are at an all-time high right now, and have they ever considered selling. And you also want to make sure whether they say yes or no, do they currently have a realtor that they would work with if they were to do a real estate transaction. And make sure when you get that contact information that you're getting that email address and letting them know, hey, I'm not going to spam you. I just want to be able to follow up with you. This is a great way to immediately get in front of people and start putting people in your database, especially when you don't have that sphere of influence. One of the best parts is it's free, right? The only thing it's costing you is a little bit of gas to go to that neighborhood and some time. So as a new agent or somebody with a low budget for lead generation, this could be a great way to get started, especially if you have no deals in the works and no one in your database. Now, some of the drawbacks to this are that you are in the elements, so you're subject to rain, snow, heat, and cold. And another drawback is that it takes a lot of time. And it's not scalable. So it's you going door to door by yourself, and it's hard to scale that beyond a certain aspect and to get in front of a lot of people at one time. However, it is a great way to get started. So let's move on to the next strategy, which is cold calling. Now, cold calling is the same objective. It is to start a conversation and find out more about the property and to get contact information to either set an appointment or to follow up. So when you're doing your cold calling, you're going to be calling lists like for sale by owners, expired listings, or geo. So let's say we were calling a for sale by owner. We're going to get them to talk about their property and basically find why in the heck would you want to sell this property, to kind of get them to let their guard down by talking about themselves and why they want to sell their home. And then to find out if they're even interested in even working with a buyer agent or possibly a real estate agent to help them sell the house. So the main objective is to try to get that listing appointment, if not to get an email address. And there's plenty of videos out there on how to cold call. So I encourage you, if this is something you're interested in, to go watch those. Now, some of the benefits to cold calling is the same as door knocking. You're immediately contacting people and trying to immediately set a listing appointment. So if you don't have people in your database, it's easy to get a dialer and to pay for listings. And it is low cost. Your dialers usually range about $99 to $150 a month. And you can buy some lists for as low as $30 to $50 a month. I saw like an all-in package with one of the dialers, which was a little over $300 a month, and it gives you plenty of people to call. And people have built a six-figure business cold calling, so it does work. Now, some of the drawbacks to cold calling are most people are not going to answer, right? And it takes time, and it's a skill that you have to develop and learn to listen and to try not to sell without making them feel like you're just constantly trying to pitch something. Have a conversation like you would as if you were talking to your family members or your mom or your brother or sister. And the last con of this is that it's not scalable. You're still having, just like door knocking, it's you making the calls unless you hire like an ISA company to make the calls for you. So let's talk about more of the modern online strategies, and that would be paid ads. So these would be pay-per-click ads such as Facebook ads, Instagram, YouTube, Google, and LinkedIn ads. The objective to this is to target a specific audience and to have leads coming in 24/7. Some of the benefits to paid ads would be that they're cost effective. You can run a Facebook ad for as little as $5 a day. Paid ads are also scalable because unlike traditional methods like door knocking or cold calling, you're the one physically doing the work. So if you're not doing it, then you're not getting leads coming in. However, with paid ads, they're running 24/7. So they're always able to put you in front of more people than you would have with the traditional methods. And you can target your audience who is constantly actively searching for realtor services. Now, some of the drawbacks to paid ads are maybe a top producer or a brokerage in your area can afford to put more money into ads. So maybe they're, instead of $5 a day, they're running $100 a day. So that's going to be hard to compete with in the beginning until you're able to grow your business and put more in your budget for lead generation. And at the end of the day, no matter how we try to get out of it, you still have to call these people. It's so funny to me, and all of the realtors that I've worked with in social media and digital marketing, they think that they don't have to call these leads. When a lead comes in with a phone number, more than anything, you need to pick up the phone and call them because they're actively searching right then and there. You know, email and text isn't magically going to convert these people. Now, you want them to come into your CRM so you can send out an immediate text message or email so it lets them know, hey, you're available. But if it's outside your hours or you're asleep and you can't answer them, then, you know, that is a little bit of the drawback. So the last part of the drawback with paid advertisements is going to be that you will get limited and wrong information. Sometimes people put fake names, fake phone numbers, and fake email addresses because they just want to get to the free content, and that is just the reality of it. So let's talk about one of the last modern strategies, and that is social media. And I want to talk more about the organic side of social media. The objective here is to build a brand with a know, like, and trust factor. And the benefits to this is that you're building a long-term solid referral base, and people can get to know you. So as you're posting content about the area and content about your professional business. So some of the benefits to social media is that you're building a long-term solid referral base because people can get to know you as you're posting content. So as you're posting content about the area and posting content about your experience, people can get to know you and they can connect with you and see the authentic you. And the best part of it is it's free, right? You can create social media accounts for free. It just takes some time and some effort to be able to come up with quality, engaging content and to post consistently. Now, some of the drawbacks to social media would be that it's a long-term strategy. Unless you luck out, you're not going to instantly get leads right away. And you're competing with other agents and other people who have bigger followings and have been around longer than you. And if you're not a tech person, now you're stuck learning hashtags and how to create engaging content. And there is a strategy behind how to organically lead gen with social media. So those are some basics of the modern strategies. So I want to move into kind of where do we go from here? Which method do you choose? And it's all going to depend on your goal. What is your budget? What is your time frame? How much time can you dedicate? And what is your skill level? And what I recommend is that you start out with one method and get that method going really well. And once you have a handle on it and you're starting to see some results, then add another method. The mistake I see most people make is that they have the shiny object syndrome and they say, oh, this method works, but this one works too, and I could do this one. And I've fallen into that trap too. So whatever method you choose, give it some time, whether it's 30 days, 60 days, give it some time for it to work and perfect that lead generation strategy and skill. And then once you have a good grasp on it, move on to the next one and perfect that. Because for me, you want to be diversified in your lead generation methods, just like you would in your investments and your income. So all of your eggs aren't in one basket. Because if all of your eggs were in one basket, such as door knocking during the pandemic, guess what? You were shut down. But if you had some ads running and you're constantly posting to social media, that could pick up where the door knocking let down. And whatever you do, make sure it's measurable and that you are getting it into your CRM, because you don't want to waste, especially if you're paying for leads, you don't want to waste those. And once they're in your CRM, you can put them on a drip campaign and slowly nurture them and constantly send out a weekly email about things in your area. So if you have any questions, or maybe there's a topic you would love for me to cover, go ahead and put it in the comments below. And if you're interested in more lead generation strategies and how to do social media marketing, go ahead and reach out to me. My link tree is down there below with the link to my calendar. Schedule a one-on-one call and I will show you what we're doing differently here with our group at Agent Wolfpack and with eXp Realty. I would love to show you how we could possibly help grow your real estate business. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.